Recorded live.
Hello, and welcome once again to the Neon Weem Show, November 30th, 2013. Hope everybody had a great Turkey Day. I had a good one. Had a little scare at the end of it, but everything's good. Call into the show at 724-444-7444. And call ID is 65020. And with me, as always, is my faithful comrade, Bone Daddy.
Good evening.
How's your Thanksgiving, man?
We won't discuss the great evil that is Thanksgiving these days. It's light, as I like to call it.
You survived the unwashed hordes, huh?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be nice about them, sure.
It's like Black Friday wasn't enough. They had to impose Gray Wednesday on you, or Gray Thursday on you, huh?
Don't give them ideas. Wednesday will be next year. The day
the whole week.
It's coming.
Man, I don't see why people do something to go online, man.
Because they're stupid. Why would anyone go to a mall? Name one reason ever to need to go to a mall. Couldn't think of anything, me either.
I don't go there. Rarely, very rarely will I ever go. Flea market's more my vibe.
For it.
What's that?
There is almost never a reason for it.
Yeah. It's better to just go to the flea market.
Mm-hmm.
At least you might get a psychic there that has 3 nipples.
I didn't see the 3-nippled gypsy when I was there, but I didn't look. On the other hand, I didn't look.
They're lacking one. Something tells me it wouldn't be up at the forefront either. But anyways, we got a great show for y'all tonight. We're going to have a surprise mystery guest, hopefully, if they call in. That's all I want to say, just in case they don't call.
And if they don't, that's the surprise.
Yeah, we understand really with you, especially after listening to some of last show's content.
Yeah, I'm hoping they didn't hear the last one.
I've only got 2 of the segments posted on YouTube. I have 2 more segments to do, which I'll finish up tonight. And then I'll get hastily busy assembling this show together for YouTube. So, hey, it's a lot of work, man. I don't think you realize how much work goes into it.
I do. I've put together stuff like that before, and you're right. It is. It's a lot more time consuming and aggravating than you think it is.
Yeah, it's fun. I have fun doing it. Otherwise, I would have stopped doing this long ago. But we got some great news. Well, not great news, but some good. We got some better quality news items on the smorgasbord today, Bone Daddy.
I know we've got at least one good one.
And Weem should be calling us. I sent him a text message just now. He assured me he would be on, but he's late. Very uncop-like. Well, I guess not. Anyways, I want to go over a couple of international big news stuff. We usually try to stay away from it because everybody and their mom is talking about this shit already. But every now and then there's some pretty heavy stuff going on. For instance, I don't know if you've been watching this thing with China. They've pretty much, for all intents and purposes, they have claimed the Senkaku Islands from Japan. They're putting up air defense around it.
If I get this, the Chinese are claiming something that doesn't belong to them belongs to them.
Right.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't see that one coming.
Have you heard about this, or this first year?
Yeah, I mean, not as haven't followed it like you have, but yeah, I'm aware of the story. But yeah, I mean, it sounds like something China would do.
Yeah, I mean, that's my old stomping grounds. I was part of the 7th Fleet.
And we'll let them do it. I mean, it's not like we're going to say anything about it.
Well, to Obama's credit, he didn't do the proper response.
Let's not ever use those phrases in the same sentence again.
So. Well, he sent 2 bombers over those islands, and as you know, okay, that's good, but that's not good because when you send bombers like that, I don't know if he was. I hope he wasn't hoping for an international incident, but they're bombers and very vulnerable. Very vulnerable. When you send bombers, you send escorts with them. Still in this day and age, you have to do that. Am I right?
Yes, sir. I'm corresponding with our mystery guest right now. They're having trouble getting on.
Okay, if they have trouble, go ahead, have them recall the show and put in the code again. Sometimes it takes 2 times.
Yeah, it's happened to me before. That's what I'm advising. But yeah, I notice Big King's not with us tonight. This doesn't have anything to do with he's not depressed over losing his title, is he?
No, he's happy as shit about that.
Oh, okay. I thought he might feel a little.
He was just kind of worried with Big King coming back on the McDonald's menu.
No. Yeah. I'm sorry. Hadn't you heard? No. Obama stole so many Whoppers, he's been officially proclaimed the Burger King.
Who? Obama's trying to take his title? Oh, fuck no.
I was going to say. I thought maybe maybe he was a little depressed with that.
We have footage. Big King. Our Big King has been being called Big King since 2008. So this is definitely this is good. Maybe we can get some of that government money and soon. Actually, no, I want to get his personal money, which is government money, isn't it?
Yep.
But so, anyways, tensions in Asia are snowballing because of this. This is by Hannah Allen, McClatchy Interactive. Rising tension this week in the East China Sea could force the Obama administration to revive its plan for a pivot to Asia, a revamped engagement with China and its neighbors that's been overshadowed by Middle East conflicts and other crises. President Barack Obama bowed out of 2 summits in Southeast Asia last month because of the U.S. government shutdown. You can call them on the phone. They got all kinds of shit you can do, like the conference calls and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Biden leaves Sunday for a week-long trip to Asia. That's not...
Hey! Wait. He's going to come back, though, isn't he? Fuck.
That's not good news. We send an idiot over there. So China has scrambled fighter jets Friday morning after U.S. and Japanese military aircraft entered its newly declared air defense zone over the East China Sea, a Chinese military official said Friday. Colonel Shin Jinky, a Chinese Air Force spokesman said in Beijing that the 2 U.S. and 10 Japanese aircraft were monitoring targets in the zone. And He said the Chinese Air Force and Navy were identifying and monitoring all foreign warplanes in the zone. It's only a matter of time. Something's going to happen. But
yeah, like I said, nothing good's going to come of it.
Well, the reason China's even doing this is because of our baby town frolics of foreign policy. And that's all I know how to call it.
Yeah, well, like I said, they're doing it because they can. Not like anybody's going to really do anything about it.
And at the same time, North Korea has an 85-year-old Korean War veteran held hostage that they grabbed from a plane. Have you heard about that?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un has sparked another international crisis. No rockets this time. He has jailed an 85-year-old grandfather. He's an American veteran of the Korean War. His name is Merrill Newman. Detained for hostile acts against the communist country, and said he had released an apology confessing his alleged crimes. It happened back in the 50s.
All right, so not to interrupt your story there, we're having some technical difficulties here.
I see him. Is that him that cut dialed in?
He said there's asking for a PIN number. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
65020.
No, after that he says he's being asked for a PIN number.
He shouldn't have. It should just go 65020.
It should, but
I think he's on right now. Let's see.
No, that's me. That's lonely me in chat.
What's up, guys?
Hey, you made
it. Who is this? Wayne?
It's Charlie, Red Jacket. What's up?
Oh, hey, Charlie. Good to hear from you, brother.
No problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's none other than Mr. Charlie Watson from Red Jacket Firearms and the show Sons of Guns on Discovery Channel, which I do believe they're going to be starting filming another season pretty shortly, huh?
Well, we actually just wrapped up the primary filming of this season. We'll be doing pickups and cleanups and that kind of stuff for about the next month or so, starting next week. And then it should be back on the air January, February.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Y'all not feeling the heat from Duck Dynasty, huh?
Well, it's a different kind of show. I mean, those guys, as far as I'm concerned, those guys owe us a big debt of gratitude.
Yeah.
For paving a way, the episode where they blew up Uncle Si's truck, I was like, really, guys? Come on. But
yeah, that's y'all's stick.
Yeah. And, we know a bunch of the people that, or at least some of the people that work on that show are used to. There's no blood anywhere between any of that stuff. Good luck to them. The show's great. They got some really good writers. They got some really good stuff going on. They're funny.
Oh yeah.
The good part about those guys is they can get on the show and act goofy and have fun, and they're just selling duck calls. If we look goofy, we're goofy dudes who make guns. Nobody wants to buy a gun from somebody who's goofy.
Right.
Well,
I want to personally thank you. Earlier this past year, I was trying to convert stupidly, I might add, my SKS to a bullpup stock. And Bone Daddy was helping me with this.
Yeah, I helped on that, Bill. I don't think we want to use the word stupidly. It went pretty well.
Well,
if those Chinese bastards hadn't stuck a bolt in there that does absolutely nothing, we wouldn't have any problems.
Yeah, well, the Chinese play all kinds of jokes on you, don't they?
Well, the SKS format is what it is, and I like to leave them alone and seal them in pipes and bury them in places. That's what they're for. If you take the gun, you don't touch it. You leave it where it is. You leave it packed full of cosmo. You save it for hard times. That's what that gun is. That's its best purpose in life. Every time anybody's ever tried to modify the stock or do something with it is when they start messing up. You start adding the aftermarket magazines, the detachable magazines. Some of them they work, some of them they don't. But I don't like to fool with them. Like if it comes stock, and you make sure the Chinese ones are also lots of fun because they have that firing pin spring that will weaken over time, then it'll start slam firing. That's a neat added factory feature. You just got to be careful.
Yeah, well, I want to thank you because I've texted you asking it for some help, and I swear it wasn't. I mean, you answered right away. It was like a minute later, and I appreciate that. I know how busy you are. Even though you couldn't really help me, but you did answer my text very quickly, and that's just the type of guy you are. You always understand that guy.
It ain't like I hadn't known you people forever.
I'd like to thank you too for an interesting anecdote we had, courtesy of you. You may remember a few shows back. Do you recall a game, sir, called After the Bomb?
Oh, Judas H. Melvin, funny. Will you let that go?
I told that little story a few shows back, and it was quite entertaining. I forgot just how funny that was.
Oh, God. So, some things follow you your whole life. You and I will be in rooms in a nursing home next to one another. You'll still be talking about it.
Probably. It's just such a funny story.
There's another situation. You probably don't know anything about this. For those who don't know, Charlie went to high school with me and Bone Daddy. And maybe I shouldn't even ask this question, Bone Daddy. You know where I'm wanting to go. No, because no one seems to know.
Go for it.
Maybe I shouldn't.
This could have with someone in particular. I think I do know where you're going with it now.
Yeah, probably shouldn't. But we had, friends, and there was 3 in particular that went and dated a certain young lady, and they all came back like terrified, and they wouldn't talk about it. So I was just wondering if you could shed any light on that.
No, that was.
I'm not going to mention names. I
think that was y'all. Y'all are a grade below me.
Yeah, that was Laramie Brown, Brad Keller.
Wait, hold on, man! Don't start just throwing their last names around.
I remember being relayed the incident. However, that's as I didn't know any. I don't know any more about it. That may have been after all. It was y'all senior year, wasn't it? I was gone.
Yeah, well, over the course of a few years.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there was a lot of trauma involved, apparently.
That was one of those when people start telling you the story, and if you can have one of those LED screens on your forehead, it just goes nope, like nope, and just you walk off. Nope.
Yeah. Well, see, the worst thing to happen for me and Gary / Bone Daddy is for us to come up with our own scenarios of what happened. So they're not talking, and we hadn't heard from the young lady, but it's just
for that matter, I hadn't heard from any of those guys in a while either.
Yeah. Well, I think Bone Daddy scared off Brad.
Well,
he's gone. Last time I talked to his mother, he's in Mississippi. He was in Mississippi. And nobody's heard from Fearless Leader, and his oldest brother is in Washington, I believe. I think he transferred out to the sheriff's department.
Huh.
So they're not really locally around anymore like they used to be.
Yeah.
But anyways, Charlie, we'd like to get your take if you want to throw any 2 cents on some of these stories. This is a few of them, and then we'll let you go on your way.
Sure, man, no problem. I'm just kind of hanging out here. My wife's got some friends over the house. I'm sitting on the front porch, so they're doing girl talk inside. So I'm just kind of chilling. It's actually not too cold out here, so we're good to go.
Awesome.
Why is that making that noise?
That's Bone Daddy's shitty car.
No, that was the phone. I'm not in my car. It's not running.
Okay. Well, I can't tell if it's the phone or your car a lot of times. But so here's one for you, Bone Daddy. Man cited after tossing $1,000 into a rotunda at the mall. As if Black Friday wasn't chaotic enough. This happened in Bloomington, Minnesota. Sergey Vorb, that's Russian, of course. It goes by the YouTube handle Sergey the car hauler. For $1,000 from the fourth floor of a Mall of America rotunda as the choir performed Let It Snow on the ground floor.
I'm not sure I heard the story. He deposited or took $1,000 from the mall?
No, he threw them from the fourth floor.
He made it rain.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said in the first one. Why in God's name would anyone do that?
To make your job more difficult, sir.
YouTube hits, man.
You know, if somebody threw $1,000 on me, I'd go home for the day with $1,000. It'd be a great day for me. I've got mates. I think I could get the money from them.
How come this shit never happens when I'm around, though?
$1,000 is well worth my time to quit.
Yeah, he was just making it. He was making it rain. He was just making it rain, filming it for his YouTube channel. It's probably a pretty good video.
Yeah. Now, work with me now, Charlie. I know you could spare $1,000 to do this at the mall.
No.
Joke on Bone Daddy?
No. Although
you're gonna come to the mall. Could you get that in like pennies before you throw it? Because that would be worth seeing.
just huck a handful of quarters into the air and just watch the chaos. It was pandalirium. Yeah. Just do it with just get like Monopoly money and do it. And just watch people just freak out and then get mad.
Yeah, that would cause a riot.
Fake Obama phone cards. I mean, it doesn't exist, but we could make it up.
Yeah, I mean, people shopping at the Mall of Louisiana are gonna know what that is.
It's free. Jump on it. Going to Jamaica. We haven't had a story in Jamaica in forever, Bone Daddy. I don't think you've even.
No, I don't recall a Jamaican story.
Jamaican authorities seized 3,300 warheads. I'm saying missile warheads. Yeah.
If it's in Jamaica, that's the candy.
Police in Jamaica say authorities have seized 3,300 missile warheads and a machine to make missiles and bullets. Possibly some kind of terrorist thing. It's a very short story. No one knows anything. No one has been arrested.
Well, Jamaica.
No one has been arrested. I just found these things. And the police are seeking help from international agencies. Well,
interesting fact that may or may not be related. This happened 5 or 6 years. Actually, it was more long. It was after 9/11 hit. The U.S. government, with their crackdown on terrorism, pretty much shut down the IRA. The IRA and some of their major bomb makers, those guys that really knew what they were doing, the IEDs, ended up in Colombia.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, they were working with the drug cartels, making IEDs there. With like some of the bomb technology started being like, "What is this? This is IRA style." You know, bomb makers all have their own style of stuff, and they had got shut down in Ireland. I mean, like the IRA was pretty much no more because of the war on terror. Easier to shut down.
Take a loss. They weren't going to take a loss on all that stuff. They sold it off real quick.
Yeah, well, but the bunch of the guys that were making bombs, some of their worst guys ended up in South America. Now, I'm not saying that this is tied into the Jamaican story, but that'd be where I would start poking if I was somebody investigating this thing. I'd poke the IRA connections with a sharp stick and see if anybody screamed.
Yeah, and but the thing is, this day and age is so crazy, Charlie, that with the Operation Fast and Furious and shit, I'm not so sure our own government wasn't involved.
Well, and that's obviously between Fast and the Furious and who knows whatever else. That's obviously a possibility. But why Jamaica? You have to get somebody down there to stop smoking enough to care. You know?
Yeah, cool runnings, man.
Yeah, you know, you got the dude with the funny hat and the big hand rolled joint full of whatever the size of using loose leaf paper as rollers, and they don't care. Right. You know, that's not where you set up a terrorist shop, because like who's the guy that's not stoned is going to be the dude who's going to be the guy who's going to be your guilty party.
I think I got something from Action Figure Therapy Marine. He wants to say something on this.
When I kill you, it's either by these American-made hands or an American-made weapon, except no substitute.
That's a good segue, actually, sir, because I'm dying to tell my story. I
ate a live
I've been
rattlesnake one time.
containing myself all day. I shared this story with you with Neil earlier. Can I go ahead and read my little story, sir?
Yeah, go ahead. There's one more I want to get Charlie's take on. Actually, there's
I think he'll
appreciate
this one because I think he knows I have a certain fondness for one of the principal items in this little story. Are we all familiar with the...
1 second, Bone Daddy. Let's take a little short break. We got, I think, Williams on the call, so we're going to take a short break and he's going to come back. All right?
Good.
Oh, okay.
Let's stay on with it. It's only going to be like a few seconds.
Stay tuned for this break from our sponsors.